If you were born before 1970, there is something happening right now with the IRS and Social Security that you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. Thousands of Americans in your exact situation are either receiving approval letters or, and this is the part that should concern you deeply, receiving denial notices for a claim worth up to $36,500. That is not a small amount. That is real money that could change your retirement. And the terrifying part, most people do not even know they are eligible to make this claim in the first place. If you are 55 or older and you receive Social Security, a pension, or any retirement income, stay right here because what we are about to share could directly affect your financial future starting this year. Here's what the IRS and the Social Security Administration are not explaining clearly. There is a specific financial claim process tied to retirement income adjustments, back payment eligibility, and tax credit reconciliation that applies directly to Americans born before 1970. The system makes this process complicated on purpose. The forms are confusing, the deadlines are buried in fine print, and the language used is designed for lawyers, not for retired working people like you. The majority of seniors who qualify for this $36,500 benefit never claim it simply because no one told them it existed. The agencies responsible for this information publish it. So let me ask you something personal. Have you checked your Social Security statement in the last 90 days? Have you received any letter from the IRS this year that you set aside because it looked too complicated to deal with? And here is the most important question. Exactly what you are owed based on your lifetime of contributions. If your answer to any of those questions is no or I am not sure, then you are not alone. Drop a number in the comments right now. Type 1 if you check your Social Security regularly, or type 2 if it has been a while. Your answer will help us understand how many people in this community need this information most urgently. Now, before I explain exactly how this $36,500 figure is calculated and who qualifies, I need to tell you something that very few news sources are talking about. There is a specific condition, one single eligibility requirement, for be sector surrender de jarker de RD either approves or denies your claim. And it has nothing to do with how much money you made during your working years. It has everything to do with something on your record that you may not have verified in years. I am going to show you exactly what that condition is and how to check it. But first, I want you to hear about someone who went through exactly what you may be experiencing right now. Her name is Rosa. She is 67 years old and lives in San Antonio, Texas. For 31 years, Rosa worked as a school cafeteria supervisor. She retired at 63 with modest Social Security benefits and a small pension from the school district. Rosa did everything right. She showed up, she worked hard, she raised her children, and she trusted that the system would take care of her when the time came. But by the time she reached 66, Rosa was struggling. Her monthly check was not covering her rent increase, and her Medicare supplement premiums had gone up. She had received a letter from the IRS the previous spring, but the language scared her. She put it in a drawer and tried to forget about it. I thought I had done something wrong, Rosa said. I thought they were coming after me for money I did not have. For 14 months, that letter sat in her drawer. It was not a bill. It was not a penalty. It was a notification that she may be eligible for a retroactive benefit adjustment worth over $30,000. Rosa almost missed it entirely. She almost let it expire. What saved her was a conversation with a friend who had watched a video exactly like this one. So what exactly is this claim, and why is $36,500 the number being discussed? Here is the full picture. The IRS and Social Security Administration periodically conduct what are called income reconciliation reviews for Americans who have reached retirement age. These reviews identify individuals who may have been underpaid, overtaxed on their Social Security benefits, or who qualify for refundable credits that were never applied to their accounts. For Americans born before 1970, the calculation window is especially significant because this group spans an era of major policy changes: the 1983 Social Security reform, the 1993 tax treatment change on benefits, and several cost of living adjustment miscalculations documented by the SSA's own Office of the Inspector General. The $36,500 figure represents the maximum cumulative adjustment available when back payments, credit corrections, and tax refunds are combined over a multi-year review window. Not everyone receives the full amount. Some receive $4,000, some receive $18,000, some do receive the full $36,500. The amount depends on your specific earnings record, your benefit start date, your filing status, and this is critical. Whether there is a discrepancy on your Social Security earnings record that has never been corrected. Listen carefully right now, because this next part is the most important thing in this entire video. The SSA estimates that approximately 1 in 4 Social Security records contains at least one error. 1 in 4. That means if you are watching this and you have never formally reviewed your complete earnings history on your My Social Security account, there is a real and statistically significant chance that your record has an error, and that error may be costing you money right now every single month. What should you do? Step 1, go to ssa.gov and create or log into your My Social Security account. Step 2, download your complete earnings history and review every year of reported income. Step 3, if you find a year where your earnings are listed as 0 or significantly lower than what you actually earned, that is a discrepancy worth reporting. Step 4, contact the SSA directly at 1-8007-721-213 and request a formal earnings record correction. This process is free. It is your right, and it is the first step toward determining whether you are owed a lump sum adjustment. Remember Rosa from San Antonio? After a friend encouraged her to open that IRS letter and visit her local Social Security office, Rosa learned that her earnings record was missing 3 full years of contributions from early in her career. After filing a formal correction and submitting her old W-2 records, her monthly benefit was recalculated. She received a back payment check, and her ongoing monthly benefit increased permanently. "I could not believe it was real," Rosa told her daughter. "I kept waiting for someone to call and say there was a mistake." There was no mistake. The only mistake had been waiting 14 months to open that letter. You do not have to make that same mistake. The one thing you can do today, right now, before this video ends, is log into ssa.gov or call 1-800-772-1213 and ask one simple question: is my earnings record complete and correct? That question costs you nothing. The answer could be worth everything. And in our next video, we are going to walk through exactly what to say when you call word for word, so you never feel confused or dismissed again. Thank you for being here today and for trusting this community with your time. If this information helped you, please share this video with one other person, a neighbor, a sibling, a friend from church, someone who was born before 1970 and deserves to know this. Leave a comment and tell us your state. We read every single one, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do it now. This is a community of Americans who look out for each other because nobody else is going to do it for us. You worked hard. You paid in. You have every right to what belongs to you.